Welcome to Timberwolves Today. I'm Tyrus, your host. Make sure we're dropping a subscribe, a like, and a comment. I want to hear your guys' thoughts on these games. I don't want to just be rambling to the air. Um, Winter has arrived here in Minnesota. If you are living here, I would say today was first day winter. I would also say the Timberwolves have arrived. Absolutely outstanding. Last couple games now, 6-4, heading into back back to a home stretch. I think. Um, which is a weird schedule we have. So we're going to play Sacramento. Actually, no, I think we're staying and playing Utah. Yeah, we're at Utah tomorrow, Monday, whatever day. On Monday the 10th, we're playing Utah. And then we're going home that Friday and playing Sacramento. So here's the schedule in the last four games in case you're not following along that closely. Last Friday, we played Utah in Minnesota. Then today, we've played Sacramento in Sacramento. Tomorrow, we're going to be in Utah, playing Utah. And then Friday, Sacramento's coming to us, and we're playing them. I won't pretend I know what's going on at this point. I don't really understand how the schedule worked out. But that's the way things go here in the NBA. When you play 82 games, the schedule doesn't seem to make a lot of sense sometimes. In my professional opinion, at least. And now I've lost the stats from tonight's game. Let me pull those back up, but I am honestly proud of the team as a whole tonight because tonight easily could have been a letdown game after the whopping 137 to 97 points we put up against Utah. But instead, we dropped 144 to 117. They put up a few more, but I mean, what is that? 27 points we won by tonight. It's not 30, it's not 40 like we beat Utah by, but pretty good by me. Pretty good by my standards. Everyone looked good tonight. Actually, I was looking, and it was the first time Julius Randle did not lead the team in a stat. Technically, I would say he led them in free throw percentage at 100%. Wow, some guys were just on fire tonight. Randle 50%, Jaden this is all shooting percentage. Jaden 80%, Rudy Gobert 90%, Dante 28%, Anthony Edwards 43%. Some guys are just on fire tonight. But no, very weird game that Randle did not lead the team in a stat. Ant put up 26 points, which means he's staying true to his, he wants to beat the bad teams by a lot. That is holding pretty true so far, and I will not complain. Not one bit. Zach Randolph, what are we doing? Zach LaVine, we got to get him on a decent team. I can't, he's like, what, 30 years old now? I can't watch him waste his career away. Timberwolves, while we were bad 2014, 2017, then the Bulls for 7 years. 7 years is crazy. And now he's on the Kings. He's just this is the Bulls of the West. This is literally just the Bulls of the West. DeMar DeRozan, Zach LaVine. Domantas Sabonis is just a duplicate of Vucevic, but different European country. Precious Achua and Dennis Schroeder, that's not a starting lineup. Not one bit. Nick Clifford, interesting guy to watch play. I will say that as well about this game. Naz Reid doing his thing, 13 off the bench. That's the bare minimum we need from him. I mean, it's not been great this year, that's for sure. I'm trying to pull up his stats just because I'm kind of disgusted. Yeah, last season he averaged somewhere here. Yeah, last season he averaged 14. Year before that, 13. This year he's averaging 11. So he's hovering just under what he was at. But, we kind of thought that decline might come. He's 26 years old. It was bound to happen. He's probably not going to have as good of a season as last year. At least at this rate, it is not looking that way, which is fine. I'll take 11 points off the bench from him. I always thought he was a higher off the bench guy than that, but he is not. And that's just kind of the way that goes, I guess, when you're the type of guy to just get bench minutes. But that was tonight's game. I'm pretty happy with it. Now, what do we expect going forward from this team? Now that Anthony Edwards is back, everyone looks healthy, everyone looks good. I want to beat every team like this, or at least want to be in games. Our defense clearly needs to pick it up somewhere. We're going to ignore the Jazz game, but looking at the other games, the Jazz are the only teams we've held under 100 points all season, which is like, I mean, easier said than done, but I feel like we're a team that is used to, okay, the defense is better than I give it credit for. Rudy Gobert, when he's on the court, is impactful. He needs to keep that up. If he's going to be the defense only guy, that's fine, but that defense needs to hold up. We've actually held teams to pretty few points outside of the Knicks and the Nuggets and the Lakers. And then, yeah, those teams are the only ones that put up more than 120 against us. Everyone else has been held under 114, 114 or 110, 116, 105, 109, 97, 117. So like everyone else other than three teams have been held under 120 points. That's pretty good. I feel like our defense needs to stay like this going forwards. Our offense needs to keep it humming like this. When guys are on, they're on, and that's really good to see. But it has to stay consistent. Now, I'm not saying that everyone needs to shoot damn near 100% on the night, which is what we're looking at today. 53% shooting as a team. Pretty good. I'll take that. 39 from 3. We'll take it. Like that's good efficiency in my book. I'm happy with it. Got to keep that going. That is absolutely the must for going forward. Also, just keep this energy. Keep Ant, like, seeing Ant give a jersey away every game to some kid or some person who is deserving of it. That's the type of stuff that keeps the team going, the energy up, the energy high. We have to be a good vibes team. That's what we thrive on. We're a power of friendship team, all said and done. Like, this is a team that you want to root for, and that's what makes them play well, is that they all get along in that sense. And I think that's kind of just what we need to do going forward. I think it makes the most sense if we're just the power of friendship team. Good vibes are going to get us to the finals. It's what got, outside of really good play, it's what got the Pacers to the finals last year. I'll be honest. They were a power of friendship team. On paper, they don't really look like that great of a team, but they are. And that's just because the vibes are high there. Let's move along. Talking about a vibes guy who I just hope can keep it going. Jalen Clark, man. 15 minutes tonight and you get 11. Jalen Clark is turning into what we thought Terrence Shannon Jr. was going to be. I was worried about Jalen Clark finding his spot on this team. Now, I don't know if that's just because TSJ is out, but I want to see more Jalen Clark minutes. He plays hard both sides of the ball. Like, he's a shifty, in-between kind of guard, small forward guy, and I like what he can bring to the team. Like, this is exactly what we're looking for. Like, he drives to the basket. He shoots a ton of threes, actually. He shot 3 for 4 from 3 tonight. Didn't really drive tonight. I'll take it. Actually, he didn't drive once tonight. If he shot 3 for 4, that's pretty good. Like, I like Jalen Clark. I like what he can offer this team. I like him getting about 15 minutes a game. That's right where I kind of had him at preseason. So to see him meeting expectations is very good. And I think that's a guy that we should be high on through the rest of the season. TSJ, I hate to say it, I don't know if he might get traded. He might, like, someone might look at him and be like, yeah, I think we could use a bench guy like that. And make the move for him, which could be good. I mean, we have a bunch of contracts that are going to have to be moved. If his is the one to get moved alongside one of these guys, it wouldn't shock me, I'll say. Now, that's just what, I don't know. I don't know how that's going to look. Things might get weird there. But no, I like what the team's at. I like the vibes. I don't want to ruin the vibes by trading anyone right now. And Jalen Clark keeping you. Now, to wrap things up for today's show, let's talk about the Jazz game that is going to be played on a Monday night. I don't really know what can be said about this one outside of the fact that it could be ugly. Now we are on their court this time. Not going to have the highlighter court to our advantage. That was crazy. That thing was reflecting off everyone's faces. I couldn't believe it. They're giving us about a 70% chance to win this game, which feels accurate. Now, it could be a letdown game. That is my biggest fear, is that we come into this one flat because of how we've looked in the past 2 games. They might be like, well, we just saw them on, like, last Friday. We should be able to beat them. To play a team twice in 4 days is kind of crazy. And I feel like it's hard to beat a team twice in that little of time. Like you've kind of seen each other, you know what you're going to do. I don't love it. And I mean, I'm saying like, obviously they've played each other. So we could be like, oh, we've seen their moves. We're going to hold them to less. They're going to be like, oh, we've seen their moves. Good luck scoring on us this time. Uh, Also, I do think that highlighter court definitely helped because that thing was nasty. It was like reflecting off people's faces. I've never seen anything like it. That is a true home court advantage. Good work, Timberwolves. Um, Injury wise, it looks like Terrence Shannon Jr. probably still going to be game time decision. They have him listed for Monday. I don't think that's happening. And Walker Kessler, done. He's done. Georges Niang, who cares? The guy's just unlikable. Um, and that's really it. I mean, if this is a loss, yikes. Like this is a team we should beat, and then we can kind of go on a run here for a little bit, in my opinion. A 4 game run, I should say, by going Utah, Sacramento, Utah, Sacramento. That should be a quick 4-0. And then we play Denver at home in Minnesota, Dallas at home, Washington at home. Then we go on the road versus Phoenix, then Sacramento. So in the next week, we're going to go, the next 2 weeks, I guess, Utah, Sac, Denver, Dallas, Washington, Phoenix will toss in there in the next 2 weeks. And then we play Sacramento again. So we're playing Sacramento, holy cow, we're playing Sacramento 3 times in 15 days. That's disgusting work. And then we don't see them ever again. We don't. Why are we playing? Dude, who makes the schedule? Why are we playing Sacramento 3 times in 15 days and then never again the rest of the season? That could be a team that we end up playing against somehow in the first round. And we're not going to see them until then, probably. What are we doing here? Like, I mean, even Utah, it's like we play them twice in 4 days and then we don't see them again until it was like, there it is, January 20th and March 18th. What are we doing here? Like, space these games out, especially like the back. There's another one. There's so many of these games where you play them back to back, and they're not even like. Yeah, I hate the NBA. We're gonna go on a rant here, quick. We're not ending today's show on this. Yeah. So we're gonna, dude. There's another. There's so many of these. We're gonna play New Orleans twice, the second and the fourth, both in New Orleans. I think that's the only time we see them. And then, a month, 2 months later, a month later, we're gonna play Cleveland in Minnesota, and then that Saturday we go to Cleveland and play them, and then we go back home, and then the next day we're gonna have to play Sacramento. What are we doing? Like, what is this schedule? No one talks about how bad the NBA schedule really is. January 24th, then we play Golden State. We actually play Golden State twice, back to back at home. That's nice. Oh, and then later that month, into the next month after that, January 31st and February 2nd, we play we play Memphis at Memphis twice in a row. Oh, there's our 3rd game versus New Orleans. Cool. So we play them back to back, and then we play them in February. You're telling me you can't space all those games out? I don't get it. That is the only other time we play a team back to back like that outside of Memphis in February. Oh, there's our 4th game against. I thought we had 4 against New Orleans. Dude, what? Like, we play them back to back, then in February, and then not again until April. I hate the NBA schedule, but that's all I've got for you guys today. Make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you drop a like. Make sure you drop a comment of your thoughts on the NBA schedule, on Jalen Clark, on what the Timberwolves are going to look like going forward, on the games so far. Let's see it all. But no, that's it. Take care. See you on the next one.